Reports suggested a trade surrounding Steelers wide receiver Antonio Brown would be in place by Friday, but after a weird saga with the Bills on Thursday night, the interest in Brown appears to be dwindling. There have been several reports in recent weeks about teams' lack of interest in Brown, essentially saying those teams will not deal with the WR. In subtracting them from the equation, we can get a better feel for where Brown might end up in 2019, so let's look at some teams that have reportedly backed out of a deal. More, Brown's one reason for acting like a heel should be clear. Buffalo Bills. A statement from GM Brandon Beane. pic.twitter.com/GK8Wemkifka. Buffalo Bills. At Buffalo Bills, March 8, 2019 doesn't get much more official than that. There are conflicting reports on when and why this deal fell apart, but in the end, it doesn't matter. Buffalo is moving on, and we will not see Brown making catches for the Bills. Green Bay Packers. While the Antonio Brown situation rolls on, the Packers won't jump in now and were not involved before. They never had any conversations with the Steelers about the receiver, according to league sources with knowledge of the Packers' actions. https://t.co/kg5nlng8p. Rob Demovsky. At Rob Demovsky. March 8, 2019 This is some ESPN vs. ESPN reporting. As Diana Rossini said, the Packers were interested in Brown. But Demovsky, ESPN's Packers beat writer, seems emphatic that Green Bay won't be trading for Brown. Watching Aaron Rodgers throw to AB would have been fun, but that QB to WR connection will have to be saved for fantasy football rosters. New Orleans Saints. On March 1, NFL Network's Michael Silver reported the Saints were interested in Brown. Just 6 days later, it was reported by Rossini that the Saints were out of the AB sweepstakes. Maybe the Steelers' asking price was too high, so New Orleans stopped expressing interest in a deal. More, Brown's trade fits suddenly low on desirable destinations. Tennessee Titans. In that same report, Rossini claimed the Titans were out on AB. Brown to Tennessee might seem like an odd fit, but according to NFL reporter Paul Kuharsky, the Titans seriously contemplated making a move. Neither report explains why the Titans dropped out, however. Denver Broncos. Rossini added the Broncos are also out on Brown, with CBS Sports' Jason LaCanfora saying Denver was never in it. Whatever the case, it doesn't appear John Elway will be pairing Joe Flacco with Brown. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. NBC Sports' Peter King listed the Bucs as a possibility for Brown, but that never seemed likely after Bruce Arians publicly called the receiver a diva. This led to Brown calling Arians out on Twitter. The relationship between coach and player appears fractured already. And, just for good measure, Rossini reported the Bucs are also out on a trade for Brown. New York Jets. LaCanfora's report also claimed the Jets were never in trade discussions for Brown. This contradicts an NFL Network report that said New York made contact with Pittsburgh regarding a deal. But a day later, NFL Network also said the Jets are out on Brown. There's also this from SNY on why a deal wouldn't make sense for the Jets. Ralph Vecchiano notes that the Jets are wary of Brown's baggage, genuinely like their receiving core, and don't have a second-round pick to dangle via trade, and have only 6 picks overall, so they know they don't have what it takes to get him. Arizona Cardinals. Oddly enough, the same scenario as the one with the Jets has played out with the Cardinals. LaCanfora says they were never in it, and NFL Network has confirmed they are out of the race. In addition to NFL Network, several local reporters also have said Arizona is not a trade destination for Brown. Contrary to reports, the Arizona Cardinals are not interested in trading for Antonio Brown. I have said this before, but many national guys put Arizona as the team most interested. That is not true. John Gambadoro, at Gambo987, March 4, 2019 Others have said this previously, but I will be a chimer. Cardinals have no interest in Antonio Brown. Kent Summers, at Kent Summers, March 5, 2019 So much for a Kyler Murray throwing bombs to Brown in Cliff Kingsbury's defense. Washington Redskins. Redskins sources also share they are not in the Antonio Brown sweepstakes. One Gruden brother out, Diana Rossini, at DianaPN, March 7, 2019. Washington apparently is too busy trading for Case Keenum to bother trading for Brown. Honorable mentions: all of the above teams have been reported as out, but there are some other teams that likely will not trade for Brown. NFL Network's Steve White reported in late February that the San Francisco 49ers won't be in play for Brown, but he prefaced that by saying, as of now, there's still a chance San Francisco gets in the game later, but it's worth noting that the front office doesn't appear interested. The Kansas City Chiefs are also worth mentioning, because LaCanfora said the team expressed interest in a trade, but Pittsburgh doesn't want to make one of the AFC's top teams even tougher. So, while the Chiefs aren't out, per se, it seems unlikely Brown will be traded to Kansas City.